You're there enjoying your half-hour lunch break when the phone interrupts your fresh pesto pasta from the refrigerated section. And strangely, it's an unknown number. Hello! You hear the background noise of a crowded office and then the voice of a call center operator with a strong accent who says something like this. Hello?
Good morning. Am I speaking with Mr. Sandro Stego?
It's very likely that this situation is familiar to you. Thousands of people suffer from the plague of nuisance phone calls. Often it's clear how they're trying to scam you, but when they talk about bills, you might start to have doubts. Is it true that they work for my energy provider? Do they really want to help lower my bills? If I hang up or insult them, could my electricity be shut off? In addition to the information available online, I also asked you if you had any information about this, and so many of you replied, giving me a lot of behind-the-scenes details that I will now summarize along with some advice I found useful. Who are the people calling me? Those who call you without your consent are often employees of an illegal telemarketing company. It's usually a desperate person, sometimes deceived, who is tasked with calling lists of phone numbers to close contracts of some kind. In this case, utility bills. For every contract closed, they receive a commission that adds to a meager salary, and sometimes it's even under the table. How do they get my data?
Hello, good morning. Am I speaking with Mr. Sandro Stego, who lives on Mario Draghi Street and has an electricity and gas contract with Energia Sferica?
Showing you that they know your data is a sneaky way to make you think that you're somehow their customer and that you can trust them. Otherwise, how would they know who you are? Well, it's simple. They buy your data. What many people don't know is that your data can be legally bought by companies called data brokers. Data brokers trade data, they buy and resell it, including yours if you give consent to do so. How? For example, when you sign up somewhere, like on a website to create images with artificial intelligence, or you give your email to get a huge €5 discount, and you unknowingly accept an optional choice that allows your data to be used for end-of-year purposes. Some are actually scam websites made specifically to collect data. In addition, there are also cybercriminals who retrieve your data if they find it in accessible places. And boom, that's how your name and contact information can be sold to data brokers. Once data brokers have your information, they can legally sell it to anyone who asks for it, including aggressive call centers. How does the scam work? On the phone, they'll tell you vague things, like there's a problem with your energy provider, or that your bill will go up, or that they see,
Mr. Sandro, are you in the free market? The provider is making updates to the protected regime system in accordance with the European Energy Treaty of Kyokin.
After thanking the phone operator for taking the trouble to warn you about the danger, you'll be asked for the only piece of information they don't have yet, and that is essential to them, the POD or PDR number from your bill. They need that number to get you to change your contract and earn their commission. It's fine if they get their commission as long as they help me save on my bill. It's useful to reflect on this. How likely is it that an employee is so desperate that they work in such a place? A call center company that calls hundreds of people a day without consent, giving an unverifiable identity and using an untraceable number that you can't call back, has the slightest interest or ability to make sure your contract is actually beneficial for you. Not to mention that every contract closed with them funds that whole rotten world of aggressive telemarketing which, in my personal opinion, should burn in hell. Is it possible to make them stop working, so to speak? Can you sign up for the Do Not Call registry? You can express your wish to remove your number from marketing use. Unfortunately, it only works for telemarketing companies that call you legally, which means almost none of them. It's also hard to report them because they're often outside the European Union and have software that automatically changes their number. It's not possible to call them back or trace where they are. Another solution could be to turn on blocking for unknown callers on your phone, remembering to disable it when you might receive external calls like a delivery person for a package. While waiting for effective regulation, it's essential to stop fueling this business by keeping these guidelines in mind. The person calling you is never your provider. Don't trust them even if they know your information. If you really have doubts, call them back using the official number you find on their website. They never offer you advantageous contracts. Never trust anyone who comes to you to sell you something. Be careful with the words you use. Even just saying the word yes on the phone could be recorded as approval. Contracts in your name. Never give out any personal information. If in doubt, just hang up on them immediately. Also, Mom, if you stay on the phone too long, they'll put you on the list of people to call back more often. Telemarketers aim to pressure you into making hasty decisions and accepting contracts that are not transparent at all. If you want to find out if there are better deals, it's always better to act on your own. For example, there are many easy to use and fully available bill comparison tools online. You just need to upload your bill and you'll be shown if there are better deals available. With the type of supply, the energy costs clearly shown, but above all the fixed costs, which are more important for those who use little energy, another thing they never tell you. Once you have the detailed offers, you can calmly decide whether to switch providers or stay with your current one. And without having someone call you on the phone while you're eating your pesto pasta, trying to push you to accept quickly because otherwise your pasta will get cold. For example, a year ago I tried Switcho and I had a great experience because it's free, reliable, fully digital, and I immediately signed up for cheaper contracts. If you want to try it, I'll put the link in the description. It also gives you a €10 Amazon voucher. In conclusion, always be wary of anyone who calls you without permission, pay attention to the consents you give when you sign up somewhere, and be careful where you sign up. And if you're looking for better deals, handle it yourself through reliable channels you can verify. There's not much to do. If telemarketing continues, it means it's still profitable. But if more and more people learn how to protect themselves from call centers, maybe little by little they'll disappear. In the meantime, don't worry about seeming rude and just hang up on them.